Hey there, I'm Dr. Anna Dudney-Deeb, and I'll be your instructor for our mass communication course with our short session this fall. I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself to you and lay out some of the expectations and major assignments for our course together before we get started this week. So a little bit about me by way of introduction. I grew up in California. I've lived in Colorado, but I ended up in Georgia to go to the University of Georgia and get my degree in communication studies. Communication has always been a passion of mine, whether it's been interpersonally in couples or small groups, to communication that occurs on a massive scale, which is a little more of what we're interested or focused on in this class. Previously, I studied how activists in the 1800s like Ida B. Wells and Frederick Douglass spread their message through mass communication means like newspapers. And that translates to my interest in activist messaging today. How do people communicate through Twitter and other social media to have their messages heard? The conversation is large and there's a lot to consider, but we're going to boil down to the basics of mass communication in order for you to understand the key components and become more literate about critically analyzing media and engaging your own messages. And a little bit more about me. I live in Buford, Georgia currently, not too far away from the Gainesville-Burnell campus. And I'm married. I have a 2-year-old miniature schnauzer, and our latest project is that we have a baby boy on the way in December. So it's been a busy summer, and I'm excited to get back to teaching a little bit this fall. So in terms of what this class looks like for you, we have some major assignments coming up soon. So let's take a look at some of those. Each week you'll be asked to read 2 to 3 chapters from our mass communication textbook by Hansen. And after you've completed those readings, you'll want to engage in a discussion for that week. So I'll have a prompt for you, lay out a question, ask you to answer that fully. I'd like you to include your discussion response, complete it and submit it by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. What this does is it gives your classmates some time to read your response and offer their own replies and ideas in response to that. So after you've completed your post on Wednesday, you'll be required to respond to 2 other classmates' posts by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Also due on Sundays at 11:59 p.m. will be reading quizzes. So for whatever chapters that week, you'll take a short quiz to make sure you've mastered the material that you read for that week. Finally, we'll have a few other major assignments coming up over the next few weeks. So we have 3 writing assignments, 1 to 2 pages that ask you to engage material from the readings and apply it to your own life and experiences. So reflect a little bit on mass communication and your life. The first one of these is due this Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So time to get a move on. Read the prompt, read the rubric I've created that shows you how I assess your work in the course. So apart from those 3 writing assignments, you'll have 2 exams. So the first test will be toward the middle of the course. No surprise there, midterm. And then your final exam will be toward the end of the course. So that is expanding on the quizzes that you take to really gauge your grasp of the material. And those are quite a bit longer than the quizzes. And we'll talk more about those as they get closer. The final thing you'll be responsible for is completing a reflection paper. This is an applied paper where you take course concepts and extend them out to real-world issues and ideas. So really putting together all the ideas from the course into a longer reflection piece. So that's it as far as major assignments. Keep in mind that you can move through the course at your own pace, but you must complete each week's assignments by the due date. So you can get a little bit ahead if you'd like, but you have to stick to due dates. All that information is available on our Canvas course. To the left, you have announcements that you want to keep up to date with. Your discussions are there, and the syllabus and all the information that you might need. Now, this is an online course, but I wanted to emphasize that I'm here for you as an instructor when you need me. So if you have questions or clarifications that you need about the course, please feel free to reach out to me by email, by Canvas inbox. Whatever you need, just reach out. Whether you have a question about a grade you received or something about an upcoming assignment is unclear, I'm happy to help. Just reach out. So now it's time to learn a little bit about you. Head over to the discussions page and fill out the welcome discussion. I've prompted you with a few questions about who you are so that I and your classmates can get to know you a little bit better. Complete that and then get to work on reading chapters 1 and 2. Take a look at the discussion prompt and the first writing assignment coming up this week. All right, look forward to working with you over our short session, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.